Okay, let's go ahead and start our first Java project. Very first thing you want to do, this is Mac or PC, you only do this one time. We need to create a folder structure to hold all the files, projects we're going to be creating. So somewhere on your desktop, just right click and select new folder, and you'll want to give that folder a name. In this case, we'll just use first initial last name, so that's going to be SSTORM. There's my root folder. Everything I'm going to do this semester is going to be inside of this folder right here. Let's double click on that and we're going to give it three more folders. The first one we'll call class, C-L-A-S-S. Second one we'll call labs, L-A-B-S. And the third one we'll call projects. And that's going to be P-R-O-J-E-C-T-S. Okay, so here's our three folders. Inside the class folder, that's where anything that we do in class, this is like where you take your notes. This is going to be the classroom stuff that we do together. So that'll go inside your class folder. Your labs are going to be for the labs that you do during the semester, and your projects will be for each project, each chapter project that we have. All right, we're going to be doing something in class because we're doing it together. So we're going to go inside class, and we're going to create a new folder inside class, and we're going to call the folder, we'll just say first day. So I'll call it F-I-R-S-T-D-A-Y. Okay, right there, first day. So this is where I'm going to want to save my files once I get my project started. And we'll come back and look at this in just 1 minute. All right, so our folder's ready. We got our structure. We've got our folders and subdirectories set up. SStorm, class, labs, and projects. And then we've got our first day. This is where our first project's actually going to go. Every project that we create, everything we do in Java when we start new, we want to create a new folder for it. So that'll be the first thing you do is you'll decide, well, is it a class, is it a lab, or is it a project? You'll go inside that folder and then create the folder that you'll want to save your project into. All right, so we've got first day, so this is where we're going to end up at. We're going to save our stuff in first day. So now let's launch Dr. Java. And once Dr. Java is open, I'll maximize that. And the first thing we want to do, so empty Dr. Java, we've got an untitled project. We're going to want to type in the very first line. Let's zoom up on that a little bit. And we want to type in public class my first Java project. Now you'll notice that in that the M, F, J, and P are all capitalized. That's just called camel case. And what that does is that makes it easier for the programmer to read because you're not allowed to use spaces. That would be bad. No spaces. You can use underscores. An underscore is okay. That's the way it used to be done. But programmers decided, hey, it's just easier to capitalize and it makes stuff really easy to read because each word is capitalized. So, my first Java project. And then you type in an open curly bracket. Once that's done, we want to insert a closed, oops, get rid of that. We want to type in a closed curly bracket. Okay, so anytime you open a curly bracket, you want to close it right away. Next thing you want to type in is what's called the main method. This is our go button. And that's going to be public static void main, and then open parenthesis, string, then this is an open bracket, closed bracket, looks like a box, args, close bracket, no, close parenthesis, and then open curly bracket, and let's close that curly bracket right away. All right, this stuff right here, yes, it is ugly, I get it. Don't worry about what it does, just know you need it, okay? We'll discuss everything that this, by the end of the semester, you'll know what everything in here does. I'm not interested in you worrying about what it does. Just know this. Know that everything you type in right here is verbatim. In other words, you type it in all the time. Nothing changes. The only thing that's going to change is this class. This is what's called the project name, the class name. This is the only thing that you have any decision on, what you're going to call your project. And all you need to know with this is you want to give it a name that kind of describes what the project is all about, and you want to use camel case. Capitalize each letter, no spaces. Okay, so the only thing in all of this right here is knowing, the only thing you have a decision on is what you're going to call it. Okay, once we're done with that, we're going to type in declarations. 2 forward slashes, declarations. This is called a comment. We're going to throw a comment in there. And then we're going to create our world and turtle. So the world is world W equals new world 800 by 600, and then turtle T equals new turtle. All right, that's it. This is how you start a Java project. Once it's been started, you want to press the compile button. So we're going to click compile. And this is really important, so we want to take a second here. Once you compile a project, here's what you want to do. Actually, we'll start from the very beginning because your computer might be different. First thing you want to do is you want to go to, on a Mac anyway, you'll go to Macintosh hard drive, then you'll go to users, and then you'll go to whatever your logged in username is. In my case, it's Scott Storm. Click on that. Then I go to desktop, and right here, that's the folder that we created at the beginning of this tutorial. So there's my Storm folder. There's my class, there's my lab, there's my projects. I know I'm in the class folder, so I'll double click on class. And there's the first day folder. That's the one I want to save my first Java project into. Okay, so this gets saved into my first day folder, so I'll double click on there, and there it says first day. So I'm checking the directory, is that the directory I want to save it to, and I'm checking my project name, okay, my first Java project. Now here's what's really important about the save as name. You want to make sure, and it has to match exactly what the public class name is. So you see where it says my first Java project, capitalization counts. Okay, so in other words, it's got to match this exactly. If you don't, you're going to get errors. So take the time. You only get one chance to do this. Take the time to make sure you do it right. Public class, my first Java project, capital M, F, J, and P. My first Java project, M, F, J, and P. Make sure it's in the folder that you want. Once you've got it in the right place, all we're going to do is click Save. Okay, once that's done, we can minimize this, and I'll just show you inside of your first day folder that was empty. Now it has your Java files. There's my first Java project.java and your class. We'll talk about what these are later. Don't worry about them. Just know that this is the project, the my first Java project.java. This is your actual code. Okay. Once that's done, we didn't get any errors, so we're good there. We'll just open up Java again. No errors, everything compiled correctly, so we can click the compile button again. You'll notice it didn't ask you to compile again or where you want to save it. That only happens one time, the first time you save it. That's why you want to make sure you do it right the first time, because you really don't get a chance to go back and check it out again. All right, once you're done and it's compiled, all we want to do is click Run. And once the project runs, or a little program runs, there's your world right here. Okay, so that's what this line did. World W equals new world, created your world, and turtle T equals new turtle, right there. Congratulations, you've just got started with Java. Everything works. This is basically right here how you want to start every Java project. You'll go inside of your class, projects, or labs folder, create a folder to save anything, to save whatever project you're creating, launch Dr. Java, give it a class name, public static void main, and then possibly create a world. This is the only thing that might not happen. We might not be creating worlds every time. That's it.